Are you peach perfect? Well, let's find out a little bit about Peach Perfect. Have you heard of it? But you're just going to come up and you're going to do about 8 of these, and you don't want to jerk. Something new on the horizon. It is Peach Perfect, all peachy. And do you want to know more about it? Well, stick around and we're going to find out. Hey guys, this is Miss Jackie Russell, and I have been contacted by Peach Perfect, and they sent me 2 of their products to try out. So I'm going to open them up, and we're going to test them, and my initial, feelings about it is I'm going to try it out. And in order to do that, I need to get it opened. I've had it here a couple of weeks, and I want to find out what it's all about. Now you can see Peach Perfect right there is creatine. Do you know that we women need creatine too? A lot of times we think of it as a man's, vitamin or something to build muscle. But if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and over, and you're trying to build bone and muscle, you need creatine. We are low on that. Just like collagen, it starts to deplete our body. And then they also sent me Inositol. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, multivitamin, which that is another clear vitamin that you need to help repair and build muscles. It's a cycle regulation, so it helps you with your hormones and your periods and getting your cycle on track if you're still having one. And then it fights imbalances, and it's healthy skin and hair. So you're going to get a full benefit out of that with the Inositol multivitamin. And you'll just have to forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But these are the vitamins that you're going to get in this drink. It's going to be 1 scoop, and we are going to have all those ingredients. Look at that. You're going to get 4,000 milligrams of inositol, and you're going to get inositol, DIM, which DIM is great for anybody in perimenopause and or menopause. And then you're going to have magnesium, which is another great 200 milligrams, zinc, and vitamin D3. So those are all great things that you're going to get out of this product. And it did tell us how to use it. It gives us other ingredients: citric acid, natural lemonade flavor, stevia. So they're using stevia to sweeten it, and that's a natural sweetener. And women with irregular cycles are widely ignored. We want to change that. So if you're a person that is having that problem, then this is the vitamin that you may be missing out on. Now, obviously, I don't have a cycle. I'm 65. But I have hormone problems, and I have problems with, bone density, not wanting to go into osteopenia, and which I am on my left side of my hip femur. So, we all need a little help here and there. And they say they want to change that. Now, I can't read all that small there, but on this one, this is the creatine. You're going to get 5 grams of creatine, 1 gram of collagen, and 1 gram of, is that bacase? I'm not sure. And it's peach flavor. That one, the other one's lemonade flavor. And you're going to drink it just like a drink once a day. And on here, our ingredients is creatine monohydrate 200 mish, 5,000 milligrams. Then you're going to have hydrolyzed collagen, 1,000 milligrams, and the BCAA sunflower. So I guess it's some type of sunflower. It's 1,000 milligrams. And then you have those other ingredients there, which is all natural. It includes some beetroot, it looks like, some organic turmeric, and sodium chloride, which is salt. Okay, and salt's not a bad thing to have. Sometimes you can be short of salt. So anyways, we're going to try this out. They've got like a little sticker on each package, so I'm going to have me some Peach Perfect stickers, and they have those within their packaging, so you would get that too. And then I'm going to open this up so we can see. It says scan for surprise. So maybe should I scan for a surprise? Might as well. They're sending me a message. Thanks for ordering Peach Perfect. Did you buy our creatine protein or our pre-workout? And I guess I bought the creatine, or they sent me the creatine. And if you had any issues with your order, would you like support? And so I guess I could put A for creatine and see what they say. So I guess you'll get these little messages back that says, thanks for ordering. As a thank you, being a Peach Perfect customer, I wanted to give you 20% off your next order. So you're going to get an extra discount in addition to the discount that I'll have in my link, and code is Miss Jackie. You can save 10%. And then once you order the product, apparently if they still are offering this, you'll scan that and you'll get an additional 20% off your next order. So those are good incentives. And I'm going to open this up and we're going to see what it looks like. It's sealed, which I kind of expected that. Almost everything these days comes sealed, which is good. We want it to be nice and fresh and just for us. And I'm assuming we put 1 scoop of this and some water, but let me read on here. How to use: mix a scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of water. Drink it. Well, let me go get some water. I just happen to have 8 to 12 ounces of water here that's already been refrigerated. I keep it in there for my shakes and stuff. That way it's ready to go. And I'm going to put in 1 scoop and I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to put the lid on it, and this one here is in peach, I believe is the flavor. Shake, 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 shake. Shaky, shake, shake, shake. So this is the Peach Perfect. I'm going to try it out right here and now. Let's see how it tastes. Look at my eyes, so we can have an honest review. That's pretty good. It's got a strong initial peach taste. You can't tell you're eating vitamins, which is good. And is this the one that's peach? Yeah, this is the peach flavor. Says it on the front there. I can't. Peach. So it's pretty tasty, and it's kind of got a peachy look to it. That's good. All right. Well, now let's try out our Inositol. I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm just guessing on that. Inositol. I don't know. But I know how to open this up and drink it. So this is the one that's lemonade flavor. And this is the multivitamin that's going to help everything of the woman's cycle. So it's also going to help you with your workouts. If you're walking, all of you should be doing some type of weights. That's weight bearing. It can be used with weights, or you might could get resistant bands. You need to be working your muscles. I've been working on mine, and they're still a little flabby. But I can tell, that I'm getting some of my definition back in my arms. And of course this creatine's going to help that even more. And then I can smell the lemonade. I've got another container here that already has water in it. Let me see if it's 8 to 12 on this one too. Yep, 1 scoop and 8 to 12. So we'll mix this up another one. This is the lemonade flavor. That's what it looks like. I'm going to drop it in. And it looks like the water's going to turn pink on this one. We're going to shake it up. Shake, 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 shake. And see how this multivitamin one tastes. It should taste just like lemonade. I'm going to put the lid on because I don't want any moisture getting in there. And guys, I'm going to be trying this out for, I guess, a month. I'm assuming this is a 30-day supply. Not sure, but that's what I'm thinking. That tastes just like lemonade. So it'll be easy to drink these, you know, like either after a workout or before a workout. I don't know exactly when. But very good. So I've got 2 new drinks to try out. They're going to help me with a lot of my working out. I do try to walk, and I do free weights is what I choose to do for my weight bearing resistance. And I usually do that with my arms and my shoulders. And like I said, I'm trying. I still got a little work to do, but you can tell I'm getting some of my definition back. I used to have solid arms, solid legs, solid stomach. But, you know, menopause. Yeah, that's what happens. So if you're young out there and you've thought about giving up your fitness routine, I would not. I would keep up with it. And if you haven't started one, just start small. 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk. Get you some, you know, bands, resistant bands, or get you some small walking weights, and you can do weights, you know, lightly. Don't do any jerky moves. All your moves need to be smooth. And if you're lifting, if you want to build muscle, you need to get a heavier weight and do up to 8 reps until your arm or whatever's so tired you can't lift the next one. And that will build muscle if you're in a case of needing to build. And if you want to have endurance and tone, then you would use a lighter weight like 5 pounds, maybe 8 pounds, and do 10 to 20 reps each, 3 sets. So, and that's kind of what I do. I do to tone because technically I still have a lot of my muscle from whenever I had my health club and worked out for all them years. But unfortunately, I've received a little fat layer on the top of everything. So I've got to work and tone that up, and that's what I'm doing. And so we'll see if this creatine's able to help me out a little bit. And I'll have to say both shakes taste good. I think you would have to go by what you need the most. This here is multivitamin. This one here is creatine. So if you're working out and you're needing to build muscle, and even though I'm not in a building stage, I still want to build muscle, or at least tone it good, then you're going to want some creatine to help with that. And then, like I said, this multivitamin with inositol, and I still don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but this will help you with your hormones and balance out a lot of different things. And let me see what they say on their site about that. You want to see real improvement in muscle tone. Month 1, take 1 scoop of powder, mix it with the water to increase your body's creatine intake. Creatine is a naturally occurring chemical, but supplementing it will increase muscle tone and strength by 20%. You will notice more energy during your workout and see some visible progress. So that just answered my question. When I take the creatine, I want to take that before my workout. Although the ingredients to improve your body from the inside out, you may start noticing results such as lean muscle, glute growth, and wrinkle reduction. Yay, I'm all for that. It's time to really see some progress. That was month 2, where I was talking about the wrinkle reduction. And in month 3 and 4, it's time to see some progress. Your glutes should be larger and the muscles should be noticeably more toned. The key is to continuing working out at least 2 to 3 times a week, and that's so true. And its most studied ingredient, the creatine supplement, can enhance your muscle growth, including glute development, by increasing protein synthesis and cell volumation. It allows for a greater workout capacity during resistance training. Resistance training is using weights or bands or something like that, leading to improved strength power output, which can translate to an effective glute overall muscle. And additionally, creatine may speed up recovery between intense workouts, which is good. And then it also has collagen in it, and collagen supplementation supports muscle building by providing essential amino acids, enhances muscle protein synthesis and recovery after workout. For skin health, collagen improves hydration, elasticity, reducing wrinkles, promoting a youthful appearance. Additionally, by strengthening the skin structure, collagen may help diminish the appearance of cellulite, leading to smoother skin overall. And then the BCAA, that I didn't know what it was, well, guess what? It's amino acids. The BCAA supports glutes and muscle development by enhancing muscle protein synthesis, reducing soreness, allowing for a more intense training session. I have a question. Do y'all know what a glute is? They do put a lot of focus on the glute. The glute is your butt. Okay, your gluteus maximus is the muscle, is your rear end, okay, just so that you know. They also aid in recovery, help prevent muscle breakdown, which is essential in maintaining and improving muscle tone. How do you take this? You take 1 scoop, yeah, okay, you drink and enjoy. Okay, we've already done that. So now we know that we're going to be able to see some results from this, from doing your workout. And I use 5-pound weights, so I'll show you how easy it would be to do like some arm exercises. And you're just going to have, I've got 5-pound, you can start off with 3-pound or 2-pound, but you're just going to come up and you're going to do about 8 of these. And you don't want to jerk, you just want to come up and down, pulling up and down, up and down. Now I do a set of 3 within 1 set. I'll add and do hammerhead, and this works a different part of your biceps, so then I'll do about 10 to 20 of these. And then once I do 10 to 20 of those, I keep going, and then I start going out. And these are like butterfly bicep curls or something. You're actually going out, and you get another part of your biceps up here. You get another bicep workout. Now, if you want to work your deltoids, you're going to come up and down like this. And it's going to work your upper part of your deltoids, and of course it'll work on your arms as well. It'll also help with the back of your arms a little bit. So you just come up again. Now I do take a rest in between the curls, and then I'll start up and I'll do this for deltoids, and then I come up and overhead, and this will help work those a different way. It also works your trapezius back in here, so you're getting some work on your shoulders, on the deltoids and the trapezius, which are muscles that you need to work. And then you can work on your your chest muscles by coming in, and that kind of works these muscles right through here, and you can do about 10 to 20 of those. And then in this set, I kind of lean forward and I work my back. And you're getting more of that deltoid, and you're getting more work for your back. And it also works a little bit on your triceps. The triceps are the back of your arms right here. And what I do for that is another 3 sets. Now, in between these sets, I am resting. I do 1 whole set of 3 different things for my muscles, okay? So this would be starting a new set. I would come back, I would lean a little forward, and I would extend out. And that's going to work my tricep. Tricep is your back arm muscle. That's the one that's always flapping in the wind. So you want to do this, we call it like a pushback. And then you can also, once you do 8, 10, or 12, 15 of those, you want to start off with 10 if you're using lighter weights, maybe even 8. But you want to come back, and then you do some tricep pushes this way. And then after you do your 8 to 10 of that, you're going to bring that in and just flex it backwards, side to side, toward the back. And that's going to keep working your triceps. And so those are the arm exercises that I do 3 times a week. I've been starting. Now you can also do individuals of these if it's too much to do 2 at once. And if you want to work on squats, sometimes what I'll do is I'll have my weights on my thighs, and then I'll just squat down, but you want to make sure that you're going back, okay? And then up. You don't want to hyperextend over your knees. You want to keep that in line and come up and squeeze on both sides. Just like that. And then after you do about 10 or 12 of those, you can do this. This will help build your muscle, and you can actually hold this in a sit position like this with the weight bearing on there, and that'll help. My dogs want to come help us. And then you can also do, like, put your foot back like this. And I don't know if y'all can see that. Like this, and you're going to go down and up. Tell you the truth, I don't do this very often, but it really is good exercise. And as you can tell, I can't go down all the way that I should because I let myself kind of get a little bit out of shape. And I wish I hadn't have done that, but I did. Anyway, I'm catching my breath. But that's weights you can do using light weights, and that would be for endurance and toning if you don't want to build muscle. If you need to build muscle, you've got to change that to lower repetition and higher weight. So for me to build muscle, I would probably have to lift 15 pounds, maybe more in a curl to get to 8 to where it wore me out. So anyways, I built muscle pretty easily as a young person, and then throughout my life, because I exercised every day of my life from age 26 to about 62. So like I said, I wish I hadn't stopped, but things happened in my life and I kind of got lackadaisical. I just didn't stick with it. And then menopause happened, and menopause is something else. I mean, it's not horrible, but your hormones are, and it's hard keeping everything balanced. So those are just some tips there. Let me know, do you work out? Would you be interested in trying Peach Perfect so that you could keep your muscles and everything intact, and so you can build them and have less wrinkles, improve your skin? Sounds like it had some great qualities. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll have my link down in my description. If you want to go ahead and start this with me, let me know, and we'll see where we get in 30 days. And I'll come back and I'll give you guys an update And I hope you didn't mind the little bit of exercise routine I did, but I just thought I would actually show you what I'm doing. Okay? All right, guys, that's all I have today for Peach Perfect. And I'll have to say it tastes really good. So at least you can get your vitamins and it tastes great. And with that said, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.